Hi everyone, we're ROMbi, and today we're reviewing Mortemus Gallows. He is the fencer of the
Revenge Batch. But yeah,
um
so he is also called Another in the Japanese version, and his ranking is an A plus on the Famitsu website, and it is a 6.5 out of 10 on Game With.
so he's pretty
Strong.
strong. See, I don't know, 6.5 on Game With sounds really low, but there is the consideration that Game With has been updating their website due to the fantastically OP characters that are out in the Japanese version.
I mean, also if you were to look at both Ozma and Viper, they're both sixes on Game With when we reviewed them.
And they were actually really good. So Mortis is probably pretty good. I like his art though.
Yeah, it's a very gothic feeling.
Yeah, what is really cool is the fact that he has that bone wing because that translates to his chibi and it's really cute. Makes him really wide though. Anyway, so he's a defender type and his leader skill is Halo's.
Tessier. And it moderately increases the movement speed of defender types.
He is a defender type.
He is a defender type. And if his art is really pretty.
So that's really new. I haven't seen any leader skill that increases movement speed type. Oh, nice.
But yeah, here's his art. I don't know
Who's
who
in his art?
the other person is.
I feel like I should assume that's a girl, but
I feel
like
one of them is Another, and then the other one's Another too.
maybe
they complete each other's wings.
It's not him because it has. Oh no, it is him.
I feel like the one on the left is him, but then who's the one?
No, the one on the right has the streaks on his eyes, and that he has streaks on his eyes. Here, I'll show you from the other one. See, he has streaks on his eyes.
It's on his left eye. Okay.
And it's on his left eye too.
Oh.
So he did Kagebushi no Jutsu.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Maybe that's why his name was Another, because he is
two
Another.
of them. Interesting. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, so he has a increased movement speed type, which is great for defender types, just because you probably can have a whole team of defender types rather than a whole team of just fencers or something like that.
Yeah, so that helps you clear stages really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
His first action skill is Merciless Extermination, and it will deal damage to the enemy.
And it costs 22 SP. 22 SP. I think it says deals dispersed damage, but I think it just does like a one-hit damage. On Famitsu, it says it does 26 times his attack, which is actually kind of insane. So we'll see how that goes.
His second skill is called Kiss of Death, and it will cost you 43 SP. And it deals damage to the enemy, and it also steals their health.
Health steal actually steals 3% of his
damage dealt
overall. So if you end up dealing damage to a whole giant mob, then you're going to get more health than if you deal damage to just a small one. So it's very similar to Brown Bear Mira's recovery buff.
So his passive skills are boost action skills plus 15%, which is always great to increase the amount of damage your skills deal. And his second passive skill is No Fatal Blows at HP over 10%.
Which is actually really interesting for a fencer. Usually we see No Fatal Blows on mages, sometimes we've seen them on archers, and these are generally reserved for really squishy characters. But in this case, we have him on a fencer, so I wonder...
I feel like the Brown Bear Mira might have also had this passive skill.
I also think that it's partly because she's Mira.
That could be true. But this is really good for him because he can survive at 1 HP, and then he can use his second skill to recover it back over the HP threshold.
This may be a little bit iffy as his health steal is only 3%, but I mean, it's possible.
His SP is also, his SP cost for his second skill is also pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
And his last passive skill is defense plus 100% when your HP is over 90%.
This is pretty good. I mean, it makes him really, really tanky, which then makes me confused about No Fatal Blows minus at HP plus 10%. It just seems like he's a redundantly tanky character.
Well, I mean, the HP thresholds are very different, and his passives only work above a certain threshold, so it could be pretty useful if you don't have your HP over 90%.
Maybe. Let's see. I want to see how much his health is.
434.
That's average for a fencer. Oh well, let's try him out. So you can see his wing right here, and it like moves with him. And does anybody else have like a big fluffy, overextended like
appendage?
Appendage.
I don't
It's
know.
true. It is an appendage. All right, let's try him out.
So here we are in our amazing Catra tank stage.
Look at his wing. I don't know. I'm just kind of focused on his wing. Anyway, so let's go ahead and try out his first action skill.
It has a very long range.
It has a giant range. Wow, look at that. Let's see how far I can get away from people.
That was really close.
That was really close. Let's see. Can I get more than one?
It looks like it didn't pass through the Jaguar.
It looks like, no, it looks like it only passed to the Jaguar. Okay, it can do damage to more than one character at once. We gotta have the SP soon.
But yeah, that's pretty nice range for a fencer.
That's insane. I didn't expect his range to be that far. But, I mean, it's a kind of a general, decent first skill. So nothing particularly to comment on besides the fact that its range is insane.
So this is his second skill, and it is very big. And it shoots out the axe as well. Well, it's not an axe, but it's a scythe.
Oh, so it flings a scythe at the enemy. I wonder... So I believe that all the damage that is done with the scythe while it's in motion is also added to his recovery buff. Although his SP
Not buff.
Recovery steal. His SP is really low. I think it's because I've been playing really spammable characters, so his SP is a little bit lower than I expect. Anyway, let's see if I can do that again. So yeah. So it came back and hit the
something mob.
The something mob and got him his heal. So any damage done by that second skill basically comes back with a recovery buff. Recovery steal. Oh, that's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I don't know how viable it is for him to steal health. I mean, not well.
That was a pretty good amount of HP.
Maybe 3% is a little bit low.
So that's Mortemus. He's a lot cooler than we were expecting him to be.
Yeah. And his recovery was much higher than I expected for a 3%, right?
Yeah, it must be because his damage multiplier on his second skill is pretty high. I think it was 15 times.
15 times is not that high.
I know, but the fact that it can hit so many mobs at once.
And then continue having this... I think you can attack while it's like flying out and coming back to you, so it doesn't hinder him and keep him in this immobile state where he can be eaten or whatever. So that's actually pretty good.
His skills are slightly slow for activating, so it's sort of like, I guess, his warrior. He was originally a warrior. It's sort of like his warrior type.
So yeah, that's Mortemus. He's pretty cool. If you get the chance to roll for him, I'd say he's probably pretty worth it. Definitely making him really tanky because of his recovery and his defense
and no fatal blows.
So he's just an all-around good starter character. If you don't have a good fencer, that's him. If you like him, roll for him. He's pretty good because the rest of the wrench batch is pretty good too. So yeah.
That's
thanks.
Mortemus.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.